Alright, y'all, this is a little clip from the last episode. We went ahead and got the transmission completely sealed up so it no longer leaks. We're getting it back into the car. And so thank you for tuning in today. Right now we're going to be working on getting the hubs off the car and cleaning up because they're really greasy, and replacing some other components. So again, thank you for tuning in. Right now we're going to pull the hubs apart to clean them off. I do have some footage there. I just finished getting the interior of the Subaru put back together, so I'm going to go ahead and start on the passenger side just because I have more space on that side of the vehicle. That way I can familiarize myself, then I'll move to the driver's side, and then I'll already know what I need and things. So I'm going to glove up because they're super greasy, hubs off, and then take them out back and get them pressure washed, get them cleaned up. So appreciate you guys. Subscribe, comment. Appreciate you guys. Love you all. Thanks for tuning in. Okay guys, the camera died because it was overheating. Well, it didn't really die, it just overheated. So we're back, we're live. I waited. Didn't want you guys to miss out. We are on the driver's side. Getting the hub, not really the hub assembly, but not even the lower control arm. This is the hub assembly off. So this is the Maddox Harbor Freight tool. It works great. It's got this claw point. With this twist knuckle, you twist it down here. It drives that black screw up. This is the 10-piece ball joint service kit. I already had to use it twice. It's working great. Definitely would recommend if you're going to be doing this on your older Subaru, because especially if you're dealing with rust, that's what I really recommend. So getting this off now, pretty simple, guys. So you remove your brake lines, everything like that. I've shown previously, I'm pretty sure. Once you get everything off, I've got my ABS sensor up here hanging up. To show you guys, so ABS is hanging up over there. Obviously you get a bungee cord. I'm just hanging it off the coilover to hold this so that this doesn't have the brake line too tight. There's still a lot of slack in this, so don't worry, that's not tight. And then for here, really you just have to pop off this one down here. You do have the castle nut that you're dealing with and that cotter pin. And then the only other castle nut and cotter pin that we have to deal with is right here. I just broke my new tool. Straight up. That's crazy. That's how this works. I just did it for the other side. My video randomly stopped. Okay guys, I thought I'd just show you. This is the passenger side. Super gunked up and destroyed. Here's the driver's side. Just a lot of surface rust. Honestly not that bad. I probably could have left this one in, but I already pulled the other one out, but I forgot I wanted to show you guys that. So pretty cool to see just out of the car, because I've never done something like this, and it's just fun to learn. It's honestly, it's a pain in the butt sometimes, but it's cool. I really recommend it. If you're thinking about getting in cars and you have the money and the time, I recommend it. But on the good news, something I did get done today is we've got all of our bolts right here, and I took my automatic wire brush at my father-in-law's place. It's not, I guess I shouldn't say mine. Took his wire wheel, like the one you mount to a workbench, and I got all of these cleaned up. I soaked them in parts cleaner for 2 days. They were super rusty and super crusty, and I took it to, you can kind of see down here in the bolt, just the brown. This is like, the brown isn't that bad because I got cleaned up a little bit, but they were just super rusty bolts and things. So I went ahead and got them really cleaned up, looking really nice. And we bought some other stuff for the Subaru as well. I didn't like how well, and I'll probably show these again in another episode later on. Well, yeah, I'll just show you guys later because that's not happening today. I know I will show you guys. So we bought some more Subaru parts today. We got some ball bearings coming up and things like that. So for now, as to what I'm gonna do, I'm not sure. So today's kind of been a wash. So I think right now I'm going to get the driveline back in on the Subaru, and I need to replace the seal. I did pick up the seal for the end cone of the transmission. That's the part right here. So here, let me show you guys. Right here. This is for the back of the transmission. So we're gonna get that put on. Obviously, as you saw, we got the hub cleaned up, and let's take a look here. So these turned out pretty nice. Obviously very crusty still, but that was not the intent with spraying these. This was the really greasy one. And look how clean it came out now. Clean being no longer covered in grease. My hands don't have to be completely black when I touch them. They're only black right now because of when I was touching them previously. So they're not rust free, which will address that problem in the future. But as of right now, they are grease clean. Okay guys, I'm just gonna film the one side because I'm still short on video footage, but thank you for tuning in. So hopefully the fan is not too loud. It is very hot, just like my wife right here that's coming over.
Whatever, where are you? Whatever.
Up, sexy. You know, I've done nearly everything on this and you haven't done anything. I think you're kind of slacking on the hub assembly section of this car.
Really? I was actually just going out to tell you that food's about ready in 5 minutes.
Okay, well.
So.
Well, I'll start with what I can, guys, and then I'll stop recording, and I guess we're gonna go eat. And then we've got our castle nuts, and then you technically would want cotter pins, but we will be changing the ball joints, and I don't plan on attaching this because we're changing this out too, but I have them here anyways. And there's only one washer. There was 2 washers on that side. I'm only gonna be using 1 washer per side. I don't know if I actually need to get more washers or not. I'm gonna actually check and see if it's something that's valid. Kind of looks like you just need it for this one hole because this one is the one hole, probably just for this one side. So, which obviously, and also this tapered nut, that's for this side, goes through this, or this bolt, it goes through this side. You see how it's tapered right here? Goes through here, but I don't know. So that's just where we're at. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll show you guys as much. Obviously, I'm gonna go eat, so let's just get cracking on it. Well guys, it's now nighttime and things have escalated quite a bit for this ball joint. It is completely rusted in, and well, you'll see what I'm talking about. Finally got the ball joint out, and this thing is crusty. Oh, I'm not doing a good job of videoing. This thing is crusty, guys. Look at this thing. I think in total I've spent 6 hours total, I would guess. I kind of am telling myself it's just 6 hours because I don't want it to be any worse than that, but I mean, just look at how freaking rusty and gunky these things were. Shout out to my brother-in-law for letting me borrow his air hammer, because my father-in-law actually came out when I started the other side, and he just, I mean, I think I got it loose, but he just came out and then whacked it out. And he's like, all right, well there, just go do it on the other side. And this side freaking sucked. And it took me lots of WD-40, air hammer. I had a piece of metal chunk just like fly and hit me right here in the eye. I thought I hit my eye and it hurt really bad. Like stung really bad, and I was like really worried that I'd actually hit my actual eye. So I probably, I guess, should have had eye protection on, but whatever. Nobody wears that stuff, right? But anyway, so just glad to get it done. I'm sitting here catching my breath because it's just been, I'm just glad. I mean, I'm just glad it worked out. It's fun to get to have to try new things and to get to try those new things. I mean, I think I'm pretty fortunate compared to a lot of car guys. I actually get the opportunity to do stuff like this and have other resources like my brother-in-law who has good tools that if I need to borrow some here and there, he lets me. So anyways, that's freaking crazy. Insane just how freaking gross this thing is. So had to show you guys that. I am unfortunately probably gonna have to call it here for the night and get upstairs and get things uploaded and work on editing. Just kind of trying to do car and editing tonight, so I will come and clean this up tomorrow. But I mean, just look at here, you guys got to see some of this. Look at just how freaking gross. I mean, it's just chunks of metal and rust in here. Look at the freaking difference, guys. The battery's literally about to die. But subscribe, follow, thanks for watching. But this is freaking crazy, the difference in these two parts. I mean, holy cow. So I'm glad we went ahead and decided to get both of these done. I think this was the one we almost didn't change. I can't quite remember. Insane.